Good afternoon, John O'Flaherty, the B3 Burner. It is October 2022 right now. We go back 4.5 years to the spring of 2018 to review the Black LTD. Now, last video series, you saw me painting the trunk and the engine of the car. And after the hard work, it was time to relax and enjoy ourselves. We were quickly preparing for the Reading car show, and in fact we were ready in time and we went up there and enjoyed it. So we'll first take a look at Friday night, which was the night of the parade, and then Saturday we'll look at some pictures of the car show itself. So stand by, we're going to do that. Okay, so let me set the table here a little bit, give you some background. We are in Reading. This is the Friday night car show. I do not know why I brought my car but didn't put it in the parade. I can't remember. It was raining, not hard, but I guess I didn't want to get it wet. There are some leaks in it, or were. I don't own the car anymore, as you know, but it leaked and I probably sidelined it. Instead, we took a ride with our friends Doug and Sharon in their 1959 Ford Skyliner, which was the precursor to the Galaxy. And we rode in the back seat, and this first section, it's raining, and the top is up, but eventually Doug will put the top down and we'll be able to see things a little better. Now, my philosophy here is I'm not going to do too much hard work in editing like I normally do. I just want to give you the full uninterrupted flavor of the event. Maybe in 2018 you were there. Either you remember seeing these cars go by, or you're from Reading, or you can see yourself if you were in the parade. So I'll give you a chance to do that and keep quiet the rest of the way. So there it is. Enjoy.
behind you, but that Bronco has headlights that car had up the parking lot in the parking lot. I don't know if you can see it in the mirror or not, but it's got a.
They're green. They're nice. Oh, they're cool.
Those are the headlights within that. Yeah.
Just like that.
You see the center of
that behind you, John?
I can't turn my head.
Oh, okay.
Well, I suppose I could turn this, but I'll have to look at it later.
Yeah.
I got a real stiff neck.
Well, you need to work on that. Roll it around. The longer you don't use it, the stiffer it's going to get.
Oh, okay. Nice white caddy.
Where's your camera? You can get it rainbow.
They don't really look alike to me.
Well, there it is, rainbow.
Was I in your way?
Corey looks
Not
like
really.
Corey looks
I got
just
the
like
rainbow.
Joe.
That thing's kind of put top down. Look it out of the way.
Huh?
Look it out of the way so people can do that.
And then how you can get back out here?
Get in there.
It's not turning now. Look at it. No. Can't get it. Get over here.
The second video sequence is with the top down, and what we're doing is we're making a big loop clockwise through the main part of town. The first part of the video that you just saw, we were on the west and the north side, and now we're going southbound down the east side of the circle, and we'll be turning right and on the south side of the circle and make our way back to the west side and make a complete loop. In the meantime, tops down, you can see things better. The sun's starting to come out, rain will slowly stop, and just a continuation of where we left off. If you're riding in the car, the view doesn't change much because you're just following the cars that are around you. So we got out, and at one point had an opportunity to be a spectator on the side and catch the cars as they went by, and that way we had an opportunity to see more of them. Maybe not all of them, but a lot more of them than we otherwise would have. And we'll have two segments here. One, I'm standing on the west side of the circle watching them approach from right to left, and I think the next segment's the opposite. Well, everyone goes to car shows with their own idea of what their favorites are, and I shot 2 photos off my video of cars I liked, and this particular one caught my attention just because I used to have a 68 Galaxy 500. Now this is a 68 LTD, and you can tell because the headlights are the hideaway types with the louvered doors that open and close. I like this car, the overall look of it. It's what they call murdered out, which means that the paint is a flat black paint as opposed to glossy. Some people like that, some people don't. I happen to think with this car it looks really good, especially with the rims. My 70 LTD had rims similar to that, but these are a little bit different. And of course I like the soft rag top. It's a convertible, it comes down. Unfortunately they had to have the top up because it was raining and they didn't want to get the inside wet, but that's a really good looking car and it caught my attention. Now you're probably wondering, what on earth is it I see that's so special about this car? Well, I like the big land yachts, first of all, especially the ones from the 60s and, in this case, 70s. 70s cars don't really feel the love at car shows, and so when I see one, it's kind of unusual. I grew up in this era, and I mean, as a kid in my single-digit years, and these were very impressionable to me. This is what I'd see on the old cop TV shows, and these were cool in my personal opinion. When we were in the middle of the parade, you might have heard me call this a Mercury Monterey. I think I was wrong. This was probably either a Mercury Marquis or a Mercury Montego. I don't remember which. I'm looking at the license plate, and the first letter starts with a J. If that's or assuming that's an original California plate, I would say that this was probably a 1973. I like the color, very period correct. The tail lights are triple and horizontal in nature. I think it looks good on this Mercury. Unfortunately, I never saw the front of it, so I couldn't take a picture of it. I like the dual exhaust, and especially I like the color-keyed wheels that match the green color of the paint. I thought that looks really sharp. Not a very popular choice amongst most people, but it caught my eye. After the car parade, or car cruise, as some people like to call it, we reconvened at our hotel before going out to dinner, and I took a few pictures around the parking lot, and this is a 1959 Ford retractable Skyliner. This is the car we were riding in during the parade. This is Doug and Sharon's car, and it's a retractable as opposed to a soft-top convertible. Look at the maroon car next to it. That's a soft top that you fold it. It folds back and tucks in where the parade boot goes, kind of in front of the trunk but behind the rear seat. A retractable, on the other hand, which is the green and white car, is a hard top where all its mechanical parts, including the bars and cross beams and support beams that hold it in place, all tuck back and retract into the trunk. So if it's a hard top convertible, it's a retractable. At least this was called the retractable. And a standard soft top convertible, well, instead of being called a retractable, it's a convertible. This, again, a 1959 Skyliner, which was synonymous or also kind of in the same category as the Ford Galaxy. And by the way, the 1959 was the first year of the Ford Galaxy. This is the car parked next to the green and white retractable. It looked maroon in the other picture, but it's more of a copper color. This, I believe, is a 1962 Ford Galaxy. That, I think, was either Doug's son or nephew came up with us to Reading, and that's his car. Also staying at the same hotel. It's a nice car and a good example of an early 60s Ford Galaxy as a convertible. And finally, I'll end the Friday night portion of the video, part 1, with this white 1973 or 74 Ford LTD. Hard to tell. Both years look very similar. It's a two-door coupe. And notice that the turn signal lights are blacked out. They put a black haze or tint over it. They can still be seen, but not as clearly. That's about the only noteworthy thing I can tell you, other than the fact that by this year they had extended the bumpers for the 5-mile-an-hour crash requirement, as mandated by the federal government. So the bumpers got a little bigger, and in some cases people would say uglier. I don't know. It fits the car. I'm used to seeing these. These were what was around when I was 6-7 years old. I didn't really think about the bumpers as being big and hideous. I just remember thinking, well, that's the way the car looks. So that just goes to show that a lot of different people represented at this show. Lots of 30s rat rods, a couple 40s cars, lots of 50s and 60s, and a few 70s, but very few. And tomorrow we'll take a look at parts of the car show and proceed from there. I'm John O'Flaherty, the B3 Burner, and I'll see you for part 2 on Saturday.